A comer.
Hi and welcome to Latin Kitchen. Today we're going to make rice with beef. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. Half cup recao, quarter teaspoon chili powder, half teaspoon onion powder, half teaspoon garlic powder, quarter teaspoon black pepper, half teaspoon oregano, half teaspoon ground cumin, salt to taste, 2 cups or half of a pound beef chunks which have been seasoned with 1 teaspoon of adobo. And I have let that sit in the refrigerator for about 4 hours. 2 tablespoons vegetable oil, 4 to 6 cups water, 2 cubes beef bouillon or to taste. Today we're going to use a pressure cooker. I've placed it on a medium-high temperature, and I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of oil. When the oil starts to crackle, add in the beef chunks. And saute them. You're going to want to make sure that the beef chunks turn really brown. I made my beef chunks approximately 1 inch in order so they would cook quicker, and they'd be not quite bite-sized, but just a little above bite-sized. As you can see, the beef chunks have turned a nice brown color. They're not cooked inside yet, so this is a good time to add in our recao. The recao is jam-packed with flavor. Let that get heated up. When the recao and the beef start to come to a boil again, stir in all your spices. Let everything cook for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. As you can see, the meat is starting to absorb the recao, and the recao is drying up. And that's exactly what we want. We want it a little bit drier. After 5 minutes, we're going to stir in 1½ cups of water. Just a simple note, you do not have to use a pressure cooker to make this. If you're not going to use the pressure cooker, what you will do is you will add in your beef chunks, fry it up as we've just done, and let it sit there for about 1 hour to 1.5 hours until the beef chunks are tender. And then you will proceed with the rest of the recipe. When it comes to a boil, add your pressure cooker cover and seal. We will now cook this for the next 8 to 10 minutes, depending upon your pressure cooker, on a medium-high flame. Okay, 8 minutes have already passed since we put the pressure cooker cover on, and now we're going to allow the steam to lower so we can open the lid. Now there are 2 ways of doing it. We can just let it sit there, or we can place it in the sink and put cool water over it. One of the fastest ways to cool down the pressure cooker is to turn on the cold water and put it over the cover. Lift the weight, and if no steam comes out, it's usually safe to just open. We will now remove the meat from the liquid. Once the meat is removed, we will remove the liquid from the pressure cooker. Using a measuring cup, we will now empty the liquid from the pressure cooker. In order to make 2 cups of rice, you will need anywhere from 3.5 cups of water to 4 cups of water. I am going to put 3 2/3 cups of water because I like my rice just a little firmer. But if you like it extra soft, you will put 4. If you like your rice a little firmer, you'll use 3.5. This is just a note. Your beef chunks will have shrunk a bit, and they should be fork tender, as this one is. If it is not fork tender, I don't suggest you move on to the next step. In a pot that you would use to make rice, place in the liquid. Your liquid should be anywhere from 3.5 cups to 4 cups of liquid. Bring the liquid to a boil. When the water comes to a boil, stir in your beef bouillon. After adding in the beef bouillon, again check to see if there is enough salt. Now it's perfect. So we will add our beef chunks back in. And let that come to a boil. In the meanwhile, it's a good idea to rinse out your rice. I rinse my rice 3 times and drain it 3 times before I add it in to the mixture. When it comes back up to a boil, stir in your rice. As you can see, the rice no longer has liquid on top, and this is a good time to lower your temperature to the lowest setting and add a lid. And you will not touch this for the next 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we're going to turn the rice. After stirring the rice, we'll replace the cover and cook for another 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us here at Latin Kitchen. I hope you've enjoyed today's recipe, and I look forward to seeing you real soon with a new recipe. Have a great day.
A comer.